The time has come. The top two seeds in the college football playoff have arrived for their championship moment. Two teams that have essentially been on a collision course for months. They had high expectations, high pressure, but they met those challenges. Now, which side will go home fulfilling their ultimate dream here tonight? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirkland Street. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Try the ground game here with running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of it.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Looking downfield, it's Banks. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it in the opening drive from their own territory. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's running out of time here. He bought some time, now lets it go. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on fourth down, and they'll take over.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here? You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking downfield near the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! They strike first in this national title bout. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Seahawks is ready to a decent game before they get him down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Important second down play coming up. And the back now goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Banks. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big third down defensive play. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Hit as he released it. The ball is picked off. Fights into the open. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. You're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for three? They're going to throw for it on third and short. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Auburn.
You can't say enough about the quarterback and his toughness. He knew that he was going to get hit. He looks right down the barrel and makes the throw and gets rid of it before the contact for the touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A play action looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
getting set. It's second down. Here's that defense shifting again. Breaks into open space. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback, if he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff in a single back formation. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down at the 45.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Pulls it in. It's Cook. They get him to the ground, and it's first down now at the 28.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Banks. He escapes the pocket. Pass not complete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Looking downfield. Touchdown, Clemson, as they answer with their first score of this title game. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Point after, not right through. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Heads out of bounds at the 44-yard line. The offense will take over there in good position. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. Looking to throw it on first down. A deep shot right down the middle. Downfield shot, balls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
2nd and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for a deep completion. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So here we are. This is a crucial play in this game. 4th and long from the 45. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Trying for a 4th down completion. The pocket breaking down. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations. But when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Crispin. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Ball handed off. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through 1 quarter, let's check out the game summary. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Movement at the 2nd level of defense now. Looking to scramble. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Able to convert on 3rd. Sends him up now. 1st down to the 22.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He gets loose. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Clemson now operating in the red zone. And here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And they pick up the 1st on the ground. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the 1st down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this 1st half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Had a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. One to the left, trying to find Odo. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
Well, you lose the battle to line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now, as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
They break the huddle for 3rd and goal. They're 2 for 2 on third downs this drive. Dropping back, it's Banks. Defense is coming after him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And the extra point was up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Return starts from inside the 5. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab behind the line, it's Rhodes. Gets into space at the 50. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space. And
taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Auburn.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver, what I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough to give the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
14. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Here's the handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Back in motion now. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Looking to pass. It's Banks. On the move now. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Tigers look to keep this drive moving.
That's another positive gain here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. He keeps it himself. Brought down, but he's past the line to gain.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a 1st down for the offense.
And the gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The Tigers under the line and the hurry up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
1st down and more. He's still running. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. 1st down from the 23.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Banks. Moves out of the pocket. That one falls incomplete. The receiver was wide open. What a missed opportunity.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Well, it's been a promising drive, but the pass pro breaks down. Now it's going to set up 3rd and very long, Kurt.
Yeah, and after that big sack, let's see what the offensive coordinator comes up with, because they've had a pretty good drive, but now they're way behind the sticks. Most important thing here is to protect the quarterback or maybe move that launch point to give him a chance to have the time he needs to make this throw on 3rd down.
Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half and talk strategy. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Makes it look easy.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a handoff. He finds some space. He's in the clear. Now the 40. Past the 20. Past the... And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Scanning the field. It's Banks. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
28-17.
And the Tigers will kick this away to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion of the big tight end. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Looking to pass here on second down. And that one's picked off. What a play.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. They're going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down. This offense can really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. To the air, it's Banks. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. The Tigers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Rhodes. He's found some room at the 45. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He makes the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
So much attention being paid to the outside of these receivers. Really opens up a nice void there in the middle of this defense. Quarterback makes a good throw.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Look out, room to run here. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Here comes the point after attempt. And they go up 18 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out of the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Dropping back, it's Banks. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He can go. Touchdown, Tigers. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.